up, guy? Mop here, and we're back
So,
again. Now,
yes.
I think. Oh, I froze. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Now, a few things have changed, but before we need to.
We need to talk about parallel universes.
What?
We don't need to
Well,
talk about parallel universes.
I
That's a pen and coke joke. A pen and joke. Pen and joke.
Okay, so, well, let's just,
Oh wait, that's...
Okay, this is bad. Ever since I
What?
started recording, it's not. Oh, it's not good.
Yeah, it seems to be a little more stressed on my end too than usual, and I don't know why. There's not a bunch of entities or anything.
Yeah. Okay, anyways, let's go look at the agenda chest.
I really hope it's not the DecoCraft stuff.
Okay, now let's start with the congealed blood slime block. I'm sorry with my
yes.
stuff. Okay, now, you thought I would make the fire brigade out of, red concrete. Oh boy, were you wrong.
Or like blood-stained bricks or any of
No,
those
it's
other
just blood.
blocks. Yeah, it's just straight up blood. Just congealed blood.
And up there is the usual. Oh god, freaking damn it! Come on. Yeah, you found the.
Yeah, I found it.
Yeah.
Although it looks like there's a couple blocks missing here.
Huh? Where?
Up here.
Oh yeah, I suppose so. I mean, well, stop jumping up the. It's good that this isn't gonna be a super long episode because this is really bad.
It's not going to get any better. But I can't think of anything that's changed.
Well, and you yourself are just ugh. Robot voice. Whatever. Let's go. What do you want? Red dye powder or the lead?
I don't actually remember what the red dye
No, that's for me.
is, right?
Okay.
Let's do the red dye powder.
Okay, so as you can see, DecoCraft needs blue. I'll just go in here.
Oh wow, I see lots of red and blue, but no green, which is weird considering green is the only one that we can actually farm.
Okay, yeah. So for blue, I managed to find that lapis stash. I mean the lapis mine.
Yeah, it's just in the gem chest.
No, the lapis mine.
Oh, you found the mine.
Yeah,
Okay.
and
you
I used
put it tossed in the crusher and stuff. Good,
yes, and I used my crystal pickaxe, which is 4G3, and got like over 4 stacks.
Yes. Yes, I also have a.
Now
I made a spare Fortune 3 pickaxe for myself.
Now the red dye powder, on the other hand, that was a lot tougher. I managed to, as you can see, I managed to find some red dye powder.
Yeah.
But the thing is, what I found another way to get that. It's not a lot, but here, this is what we need to make red dye powder.
Oh man, I don't know how we're gonna get any of these.
It's the hail berries. They were useful the whole time.
Hey, well there we go. I'm gonna put these back in the food chests. And we can grow cacti as well. We have lots of those, so if we grind some of those up, we'll get lots and lots of green dye.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm going to take some for use and demonstration for something we're doing later.
Okay.
Sweet.
Well, we have one more thing, actually.
We have a few more things, but one more thing you wanted to cover.
Yeah, okay. Well, come on, let's go.
Okay.
Yay, there we go. Here's the dog park. Yay!
I thought dogs weren't allowed at the dog park.
And people aren't allowed at the dog park, but don't worry, this is not completed just yet. But,
Oh, so it's fine then.
yeah. Look, there's a picnic table, a bench.
Nice. There's a hammock. Oh, I can't actually sleep in the hammock right now. You can only sleep at night.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, I can ride the bench.
Can I sit there too?
No, this is a one-person ride.
Well, I found another one.
Yeah, we can both ride the bench.
Yay. Okay, and I think that just about covers it for what I wanted to do.
Okay, I did some tech stuff. We're in age 3 now, so
Yeah,
I did
industrial.
age 3
Wait,
tech
what?
stuff. I actually didn't progress much along the main quest line, but...
Here, what?
Oh, the yo-yo. I just wanted to show you. We unlocked yo-yos, and I figured I'd try it out as a used combat thing. It turns out they kind of suck.
Yeah, probably.
Like, I was hoping they'd be good, but no. they only do damage at the place where it's spinning, and they're such a pain to aim. Like, and they don't even do that much damage.
Yep, yo-yos, am I right?
Yeah, so I'll probably just throw that away or something.
Okay, and then what's next? Oh,
Tombstones. We have a reliable source of mob skulls now, which means we have a reliable source of tombstones, which means we need to make a proper graveyard.
Yes.
Instead of this sad little thing we have over here. And especially worth noting is that tombstones actually give you special properties if they have a spirit in them. There's a way to engrave them. I haven't actually figured it out yet. It says to use an anvil, but I don't know. Anyway, we should get a proper gravestone, or a graveyard, so we can have a bunch of these tombstones. And then if they have spirits in them, we can get our keys enchanted when we respawn. So we, don't have to cheat all the time.
Yeah, well, cheat? What are you talking about? I never cheat. Cheat. I never cheat. Okay.
You definitely cheat. Oh, the feather! I upgraded the chicken farm.
Oh yeah, I took that out. Oh yeah, I haven't shown you that.
Chicken farm
because I'll show you that later.
Okay. So yeah, as you can see, I upgraded the chicken farm. I went ahead and replaced the chickens with cows. Wait, why is there a ladder missing here? Did you take out a ladder?
Yeah, I had to. Why? What does that do?
Why'd you have to? That ladder's needed to get up here.
Oh, I see.
It's to get access to the chicken farm.
There aren't any chickens there, though.
I replaced the chickens with cows, but the effect is still the same. So as you can see, I have some new lovely test subjects for the blood altar.
Yes. God,
this is called the Well of Suffering.
Yeah.
So basically, we have these ritual stones now that let us perform rituals using blood magic. And I've been doing blood magic stuff. So we have the ritual diviner that lets us build rituals and that sort of thing. Don't worry about the crystals; they're not really important. It's just a crafting thing. But anyway, these rituals suck a little bit of blood out of my blood system, which is stored in this orb here. And I have two running here, actually. One of them is this, which keeps these mobs floating in the air.
Okay.
And the other one is down here. And it's the Well of Suffering. Down here. It's not that hard. There you go. Yeah. So this arrangement of runes basically keeps those cows in eternal suffering. But because we're the regeneration field, they never die.
Wow, you're a terrible person.
Yeah, and I went ahead and threw on the breeding suits too. They're not really necessary, but I did it anyway.
Okay, since we're down here anyways, what is all this?
Yes, I moved the water wheel system for this and added some stuff. We can cover that in a bit.
Okay.
Actually, I do need to grab something from the agenda chest to use as an example for this one.
Okay.
So let's see. The next thing... Okay, so the next things in the agenda chest are the engineer's manual, the HOP graphite ingot, and the golden helmet. I'm going to go ahead and do the golden helmet first. Okay, so you know that giant chest full of half-broken golden and iron gear and stuff?
Hate it. Absolutely hate it.
Well, we can melt that down now, because I made this. It's bellows and a set of hibachi. So essentially, we put the stuff in the stuff to melt chest.
Okay.
And first, if you look in the crucible, it's not actually melting it. That's because it needs to be stoked to melt it. So it switches this system between stoked and not stoked. So now the fire's blue, it means it's stoked, which means this golden helmet will melt down. And all of these little nuggets and ignots in here are necessary because if they're not in the storage and you load a bunch of items in at the same time, it's possible for items to get lost. So I like to just kind of keep that filled out there. Some of the items aren't meltable, like bronze and stuff, so I'm keeping those until we can make an uncrafting table, which actually we should be able to make an uncrafting table. Blast bricks? Yeah, we can make an uncrafting table. It's kind of a pain, but we can do it.
Okay.
And anyway, then there's also the cauldron and the kiln here, which are necessary for crafting stuff, but nothing too exciting. Over here, we've got a filtered hopper and a millstone. The millstone's the same as before, although we don't really need the millstone for most applications anymore. because we have stuff over there, which I'll get to. And also an ender hopper here that extracts all the items dropped in the millstone. So actually, I can demonstrate this. But first, I need to turn off the bellows.
Oh yeah, because you told.
Yeah, I'll explain it while it's going. So once that's done, okay. So the bellows work by toggling power through this gearbox here, which also toggles power to the hopper and the millstone. Don't worry about it. So, as the millstone does its work on this netherrack, it spits out the items which are automatically sucked into this chest. But sometimes the items fall in the filtered hopper, and essentially what the filtered hopper does is it converts these into hellfire dust.
Oh god, that's
Necessary to make nether bricks. There's a slight problem with this. If you run hellfire dust, or run ground netherrack into this to make hellfire dust, it will work, whether the hopper is powered or not.
okay.
If it is not powered, then it will occasionally spawn a ghast. And the way the bellows works is by periodically not powering it. I found this out the hard way.
Oh no.
So basically, and also there are certain recipes, if you do them in the cauldron and crucible, where if you try to do them while it's stoked and it's not supposed to be stoked, it can blow those up as well.
That's enough of that. That was.
So basically, you just have to be careful that if you're doing anything with the unstoked cauldron or crucible or the millstone or hopper, you have it not enabled, and you have to enable it if you're melting down tools or doing any stoked recipes, basically. And if you screw that up, something will explode.
Hi,
Yes.
Ronald Reagan.
So the next thing is the engineer's manual, which, as you can see, we have electricity.
Yay! And a giant water wheel.
Yes, I have it on medium voltage right now. I'm thinking I'm going to switch it to high voltage. Just be glad I insulated these cables, because for a long time they were uninsulated low voltage cables.
Oh god. Why?
And you could very, very much hurt yourself. So I'll just go down the line. The first thing I made was actually the crusher, followed by this presser thing here. Don't worry too much about this timer. It's not super important. But basically, this presser, if you look in here, there's a bunch of metal press molds. I'm going to do packing 3x3 for this one. So you swap out the mold with what you want to make, and we can use this to make things like rods. So I'm just gonna turn this off. Yeah, if you get too close, you'll pick it up. No, don't just throw it there. Put it back in the chest so it places it on the conveyor belt. You might want to take off your magnetic armor, actually. Because with the way this mod works, it has to deal with it in item form. But anyway, I'm just going to take away the torch there. Ah, dagnabbit.
Why isn't it going further?
Because
there.
there needs to be 9 of them, and it presses. So basically with this, we have a more or less free way of producing blocks and plates and stuff, and we don't need to wait for it to melt down like we did with the Tinker stuff. And it's also usually more efficient. So for any kind of wires or plates or rods or anything like that, although I don't think it works with tool rods, but most kinds of rods and plates, we can use this now, which is much more efficient than the Tinker's Construct method. And yeah. I'm using it to process these into blocks right now because for inventory storage purposes, I've converted most of our metals into blocks. And this crusher is basically the millstone plus the grindstone, but better.
Yeah.
So you throw some stuff into the top, anything that you want to crush, and you get stuff out of the back. Yeah, you've been using it to make dye powder, so you already know how to use the crusher.
Yeah, you just put it in and it does.
So graphite ignot, I have a story.
Oh, okay, tell me that story.
I made this crusher, and I've been saving up some ores, right? Because I knew we were on the verge of having ore doubling, so it would be kind of pointless to process the ores before having ore doubling.
Okay.
Plus, I have silk touch on my main pickaxe, so we had a lot of ores instead of just those regular, you know, crushy things. Anyway, so I made this, and I threw all of our extra ores into this so that we could double them all.
Perfect. Good job.
Yeah, so I got a bunch of grit, like a bunch of powders that were doubled. here's the thing I didn't realize. Those powders only work if you put them in the arc furnace.
So,
We did not... Well, okay. We didn't have enough materials to build the arc furnace. But I figured no big deal. I'll go figure out how much we need, and I will go get that plus a little extra to be safe from the mines, and I will go turn that into steel, because steel was the main thing we needed.
okay, perfect.
But there's one thing. The old blast furnace, which I actually have one over here, this was our old method of making steel. You need this to make steel, or the arc furnace. One of those two to make steel.
Ah, I see.
But this is one of the ingredients in making the arc furnace.
Okay.
So what happened was, I built the arc furnace, and then I realized the arc furnace doesn't work unless you put HOP graphite rods into it.
And...
So I had to make this industrial squeezer.
Oh, gosh!
The squeezer makes the HOP graphite from coke dust, which you can then make into electrodes, which are used in the arc furnace. We were one steel short of making this. And because I'd already converted these blast bricks into the arc furnace, which was now unusable because I didn't have the electrodes, I had to make all of these all over again. Now here's the thing. Making this involves using nether bricks. The only way to get nether bricks is through this system.
Oh, God.
I didn't know at the time that making nether bricks would blow it up if you did it while it was buffered, because like, why would that happen, right? That wouldn't make sense. So it blew up after I had gotten all the materials, at which point we were out of blaze powder, so I had to go grind some more blaze powder to get all the materials to make all the nether bricks, and I had to rebuild half this system because it had blown up just to get a single steel so I could make an entirely second blast furnace over there so we could get some electrodes to make this arc furnace work. We were one steel short.
That sounds funny.
It was terrible. But,
In a cosmic sort of way, yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, this blast furnace is actually kind of faster for making steel in the current method. You see, I'm pretty sure this arc furnace is supposed to be powered by high voltage electricity, so these medium voltage wires aren't good enough to... Oh, yeah, you can pick those up. You don't need to put them back in. It's all the ones that would process are already processed. I'll just take those back to the ignot chest. Anyway, so basically this thing doesn't actually have enough power. If I had an ore, I would show you. I don't have any ores handy. Let me see if I can just throw an iron ignot in here for demonstration. But this should work. Yeah, okay, this worked. I got some iron grit out of it.
Okay.
So I throw the iron grit into this chest here, and if you look inside, it's draining power very quickly because it doesn't have enough power to sustain itself.
Okay.
And yeah, that just gave me an ignot. And also, if you're making steel, the back of this puts out slag. As far as I can tell, the only purpose for slag is to throw it into the crusher and it turns it into sand.
Okay.
And also to make decorative concrete, which we already have plenty of decorative concrete. I don't think we need yet another kind of decorative concrete.
Yeah, we don't need that.
Yeah, so essentially this thing doesn't have enough power, so it's actually really slow at processing ores right now. I'm going to upgrade this to a high voltage system later today probably. High voltage wires cannot be insulated, so that's going to be fun.
Oh no!
But I mean, we're in the regeneration field, so it's not like it actually affects us in any meaningful way.
Okay.
It's just kind of slightly annoying. So long as no animals wander near. Well, the animals are regenerated too. Well, anyway, I'm going to switch this to high voltage, but the thing is, this was supposed to only be a temporary setup where I would throw the things up until I realized I needed the arc furnace and the squeezer to get ore doubling working. Because the grit that's produced by this thing only works in the arc furnace. It doesn't work in the usual smelting methods.
Ow.
Why did you jump into an active crusher?
It wasn't active, it was not... Okay.
Do I need to put a safety rail around that just because of you?
Okay, so you're done with that. I forgot that I
Yes.
did more decorative
Yes.
stuff here. Yes, I made
Here,
the
show me
light.
your crib.
Yeah, okay, so here you go. There's a PC,
Oh, nice. The
phone.
drawers, the filing cabinets open and closed. That's nice.
Yep, and there's a calendar, a cork
Oh,
board,
yes.
water
Oh,
cooler.
you're using an editor, I see. Nice, nice.
Your water dispenser, because we need that, and here's just the storage
A
desk.
decorative
Here's all our
bookshelf.
here
That's
are
next to
all
our
the
actual
here
bookshelf.
are all the endangered stuff we killed.
Actually, I'm gonna move our actual bookshelf on top of that decorative bookshelf.
Yeah. Oh, and magazine racks because.
Well, the magazine rack is of course necessary. I'm just gonna put this over here. There we go.
Okay, and over here, here's the.
Man, that chandelier is fancy. Oh yeah, this is the ritual. I actually moved this in here just to make room outside. It's
Perfect.
probably temporary placement. I'm thinking I might move it up a little higher.
Okay, now here, over here.
Hey, we have a hot tub.
Yeah, that's it. Just a hot tub.
Oh, we can sit in it too. Only one at a time though.
Well, that sucks. And then we go
That's
up
fine. I didn't
here.
want to share a hot tub with you anyway.
Here's our crib.
Ah, yes. We have a fancy tea set. some
Yeah,
nice
it took.
beds.
It's so annoying. I couldn't put it on here. It was just really
Ah.
annoying. That's why
well.
this teacup is over here and not on
And
here.
we have a little mini TARDIS.
Yes, and I decorated it. Have some photos of us.
Batman poster. I
Uh,
see there's some pride flags.
yes, bisexual pride flag for me, and an asexual pride flag for you. So now you
I'm
can
very
feel
much surprised
special.
that those were even in DecoCraft, but okay.
Yes, and
Like I could see the gay pride one because that one's really common, but I didn't think they'd have an asexual pride. Oh, we have a Wii and there's 2 switches.
yeah, 2 switches and a flat screen TV. We're gonna play
Right.
to play.
I feel
the
like having
night.
2 switches is a little overkill, but there's a lot of like Switch multiplayer stuff that you can do with 2 switches. So.
I mean, hey, well, maybe one of us wants to have.
Yeah, that's fair. And a Wii too. No Wii U. The Wii U was a flop.
No Wii U. And up there, I mean, that's the same thing. Well, so what I'm thinking.
Well, I do have
is-
something to show you on the roof actually.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
Check this out. Teleports on top of you.
Wait, I froze.
Oh. Well, so basically what I can do is, let me just go over here.
What?
So there's this thing in blood magic called a teleposition signal. It uses my blood, and it can teleport me from any location in any dimension to this spot right here. And I carry it around with me. So now I can just teleport back to... No, don't break it. What are you doing? But yeah, so now I can teleport from anywhere straight to the gateway system, which will...
That's
it's very
actually
convenient and
good.
fast. So if you want to do that, I do have some spare blood orbs you can use.
Huh, that's...
You'll just have to refill them every now and then in our blood altar, but our blood altar is pretty much automated now, so that's pretty easy to do.
Yeah.
I
Actually,
think it's worth having a spare.
actually, hold on. Let's see. Are we in the... Oh, we need a 5 nether wart.
I have nether wart.
Oh, you do? Oh, yeah. So let me...
Yeah,
do
when I went to the nether to
Together,
harvest
what's it
blaze
called?
powder, I found a
Together
what's it
for
called?
sync.
Fortress, and I got some nether wart in it. It's in the plant chest.
What? What is it? Together for sync?
Oh, it's the for the what?
To sync.
Sync?
Our
Oh, it's together for sync. Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa! Oh, look at all those.
Yeah, like I got some stuff, but mostly because a lot of this is like the participation prize advancements.
Yeah.
I didn't actually make much progress along the main quest line. Like we don't have any plastics or oil processing or anything like that.
We need that. We need.
Yeah.
So
We can actually use the what am I thinking of?
limes.
No, not the limes. The what is it I'm thinking of here? Okay, what were we talking about a second ago?
You're talking about the
Oh,
oil.
yes. Blood magic has a method of transferring items around.
Yes.
So I'm thinking we might use that for item transfer, and maybe make a kind of basic storage system to some extent, because we can use it to transfer items from chest to chest, and it's actually really convenient and easy to use. It does take some platinum, which is a bit of a pain to find platinum. It's a little bit rare.
Yeah, it's rare to find platinum. I would know. I would try to find platinum since before you were born.
Yeah. Oh, I should probably put this graphite ignite in here. So it does require a little bit of platinum, but not too much. Oh, I can put this back on now. But it's very convenient, and I like it. And is this sand still processing? Oh, hello. I forgot to turn this back on. That explains why it's full.
Funny. Okay.
Oh, there is one more thing I wanted to cover, actually. If we just walk past these elephants in the room that we're just not acknowledging.
Wait, give me a second. Give me a second. God damn it. Okay. Before we go any further at freezing more. Wait, what were the elephants in the room? Oh, those things.
Yeah, let's just not acknowledge these.
Acknowledge what?
So yeah, I set up a ritual.
Okay.
Actually,
wow,
redirects the.
I just froze. Wow, that. Oof. That was terrifying.
It's in here.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to make golden apples
Oh, I see.
because there was a zombie villager, and apparently we
So
could.
this ritual anchor, we can actually move this up so long as it's kind of in the center of the tower and it needs to be able to reach the blood altar. But essentially, what the ritual anchor does, focal point of the ritual out back to here. So now the regeneration will happen in our base, no matter where we put the ritual pedestal, which means we can put the ritual pedestal wherever we want, so long as it's loaded.
Cool.
Move that out to sea a little bit, clear up some space on the island. One important thing, though, is if you break this, all the...
What? All the what? You just froze.
If you break this, all the cows will die. Don't even think about it.
I must end their suffering. And I froze. God, okay, this is just unbelievable.
There's a lever in the room with the ritual of the well.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. If you turn it off, then you can move it around without killing the cows. But if you remove it right now, it removes the regeneration effect, and then they all die.
Yeah.
Yeah, so not nice.
So
I'm thinking I might use that ritual anchor for some other stuff, like maybe give us Visio here so we can fly.
Okay, so one thing I want you to do is make us a base bed and have it connect to the Dark Tower basement.
Yes, the Dark Tower is pretty close, so I imagine this should be pretty doable.
Yeah, just as deep as it needs to go, however much.
Let me just link this up here. Okay, yeah, that's not far at all. Yeah, I just broke into the, like...
Oh, wow, that is...
Yeah. So yeah, this is entirely doable. I'm thinking maybe we should do it up at that level so that we can transfer people directly from the Dark Tower to the Well of Suffering. Or from the basement, rather, to the Well of Suffering.
Oh, so you want it to be up?
I think maybe if we align it, like, right here or something.
Okay.
But like, we can make a staircase down here to get up. I just want there to be some kind of bridge so that we can transfer any evildoers into the Well of Suffering. Which, like, the bridge should probably be here, but I don't really care where the entrance is.
Well,
anyway.
That's okay. I mean, we know where...
Yeah. But yeah, I will dig out the basement, because I am good at dig.
Okay, so yeah, dig that out, make it as big or as small as you want. I mean, it is gonna be where we put all the torture stuff.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe
and we can, I think we can just make a conveyor belt that leads from there into the Well of Suffering.
Yeah, and I'm going to add some decoration because there's a lot of skeletons they have.
Ah, yes, we gotta put them in the fungin.
Oh
Ah,
yeah.
don't tell me we're already full on coke. Oh no, okay, we're good.
Oh, oh yeah.
I've been having issues. We need coal coke to make steel and to make graphite. So I needed to make a bunch of coal coke, and we're probably going to need a bunch in the future. But this thing, if it fills up with creosote oil, it stops making coke.
Ah.
So I need to check in on that every now. I think I am going to convert these cacti into cacti. Oh right, I need to cook them for that to work.
Hey, Nyarko, come with me.
Oh yeah, I can just throw them on the grill. I like how we're still using the grill after all this time. It's still the best way to just cook things. Although that might change when I get more industrial engineering stuff. Like we might have a faster method that's also basically free.
Ah, yes, I'm gonna make more donuts.
Well, actually, I could throw it in the cauldron. I feel like it wouldn't be as fast as... Oh, I could have... No? No, okay, yeah, stone grills. I guess there isn't an industrial engineering way to cook this. Except, unless it's just normal smelting.
Well, okay.
Weird. Whatever.
Well, I really need to stop this nonsense
Put it in DecoCraft.
before it makes me go insane. But yeah, we just went over everything that's new.
Yeah.
Join us next time where we complete the Twilight stuff and get that iron apple. And then we'll also get some other stuff. I'm gonna make my restaurant and also and also the basement of the fire brigade. And with that, I bid you a poo.
Go away.